When you are young, a person who's a year older than you in the next class up at school, oh my goodness, they're so capable, and well, they don't even deign to play with you probably, unless you're very advanced, and they're pretty retarded. And when you leave school, well, you're the new boy on the scene in say, the class, if it's university. And the people who have graduated at the other end, well, goodness, they know what it's all about. We're just newbies, freshers. And when you leave and get a job, well, you're the totally inexperienced one. And the people around you, gosh, some of them have been here for years, apparently. They really know what they're doing. How do you catch on to this? How do you catch them up? I mean, no? And so when you, in some measure of maturity, say 75, and you relate to some young chap of 30, well, he's had possibly 10 years of adult life. Could be 12. And you've had 50 odd years of adult life. 5 times as much experience as him. Before you glory in it, it may well be an experience where you constantly repeated the same mistakes. But you know what I mean. Hopefully you picked up the progress that comes from repeating mistakes a few times. So ideally, you're incredibly well placed to help and guide and lead. Well, that's the ideal, isn't it? And don't get me wrong, sometimes the person at 25 is an absolute genius. And they run rings around the old folk. Well, that's lovely too. We rejoice in their achievements, their completeness, and the blessing that that brings to us. They're full of technology and ideas, and when I get stuck with my computing, well, I ask my son, don't I? I even just encourage her, ask my 9-year-old daughter too. So my children, which span at present 9, 23, and my eldest boy, who is 46, 47. Well, they rescue Dad, don't they? And that's lovely for them, and lovely for me. Thank you, Heavenly Father. Well, when you start to relate to the heavenlies, it's with those who, well, from your point of view, been there forever. Quite apart from God, our Heavenly Father. Do you see what an awesome family is the host of heaven? Wow. This is what you're coming into, adulthood. the awesomeness of God is expanding, for want of a better word. Faster than you can ever grow. Even though you too grow exponentially. There will ever be this awe and respect that ever increases. That you will experience for our God. You know, the mathematician says, oh, infinity is undefined. How right he is. Fancy saying, who shall I say sent me? Tell them I am. Thank you, Heavenly Father.